Hello everyone and welcome to Gotham City and to Batman the Arkham Knight stories with Longclaw, Valerian Steel, where we always deliver. Well, this is one of the best games ever made for console and it's one of my favourites, and I'm going to take you through the stories as it progresses. For those who have not played the game, this will be an adventure you will never forget and hopefully might inspire you to pick this up. And for those who know the game well, this will be a revisit that will bring back all the great moments you enjoyed the first time. So let's get in the air and find out what's cooking in Gotham City. Well, first up, the Joker is dead, that's right, but Scarecrow is still at large and Gotham is in a right old mess. Batman has been called upon to try to restore the peace as professional criminal masterminds Penguin, Two-Face, the Riddler and many of the Joker's famous colleagues are now exploiting the turmoil in the city. Your first job as the Man in Black is to head over to Commissioner Gordon at the Bat Signal on top of the police department and get briefed on the riots and where you are needed most. Gordon tells Batman that the Scarecrow plans to unleash a deadly toxin into the air around Gotham. His minions have already started attacking the good people of the city. Although the last of the civilians have been evacuated, there are still incidents cropping up everywhere, and the police are now overrun. Somewhere nearby, a police officer has been driven off the road and is surrounded by a group of thugs, and Batman needs to set off and rescue the police officer. The combat mechanics in this game are off the chart. You can attack multiple assailants at the same time and counter-attacks, making the fights a lot of fun, and it's a classy touch to show the slow-mo close-up at the end of each combat sequence. You even get a rundown of your combat ability every time you finish the fight. Once you're done with the thugs, help the police officer to his feet, and pretty much as soon as you do, an armed car will come out of nowhere. You're going to be forced to grapple yourself and the police officer to safety. There are many things about this game that make it one of the best things I've ever played. But one of them is the Batmobile, and calling this in remotely and jumping up in the air and into this is one of the best things you can do in the game. This car is so awesome. It slides around across the street almost like a hovercraft. It has agility and power coming out of its ears. You're chasing down Scarecrow's men to try and get a lead on his whereabouts, and the Batmobile makes easy work of it. The streets are largely deserted, but if you do come across anyone, they are not going to be friendly. Give the enemy vehicle significant enough damage and it will crash, and you'll be able to access the driver and begin your interrogation. He does give up a lead on Scarecrow's whereabouts and you can head off directly to the building he suggests. The targeting in this game makes it super easy to know where you're going. When you get to the rooftop, there are multiple bad guys to overcome outside, and then you need to head into the interior. Instead of finding Scarecrow, you'll actually come across Poison Ivy, and it seems like she's been held at gunpoint until she makes it clear that she can handle herself. She takes out the guard that's holding her, and then you can finally question her involvement, and she will give you the runaround a bit before giving up any information worth anything. Once you interact with her, she does confirm that she had a meeting with Scarecrow. In fact, everyone was there: Penguin, Two-Face, Riddler, and indeed Harley Quinn. The Scarecrow was rallying all of Gotham's bad guy elite together to finally take over the city by wiping everyone out with a toxin. Although she says she turned down the offer to work with him and join them, Batman will take no chances and you'll need to take her in, but not before you've outsmarted a whole heap of armoured tanks and militia before you head to the GCPD to get Ivy safely locked away. When you get outside, you come face to face with a large force of Scarecrow's guards, and you need to call in the Batmobile to dispatch of them using the battle mode and the mounted cannon. It's actually very cool. Then you can lead Ivy to the rear of the car and she will be secured in a passenger hold and you'll be able to drive away from the building. You have the option here to do some driver training before proceeding, and it's advisable to get the hang of the driver mechanics. It's all about sliding around and avoiding the enemy line of fire, which is clearly marked in red, and racking up enough power to fire simultaneous missiles, destroying multiple targets at once. And when that's all clear, head to the GCPD lockup and lead Ivy into the building. You have a brief interaction with Commissioner Gordon before you can lock her away and then decide what your next mission is going to be. All the main targets are listed and you can change this mission in the menu at any time and come back to it later. Thanks for watching this, and please don't forget to check out the links in my bio for all the content available from my channel. Interact, follow, like, subscribe, share and do all the good stuff for me. I work hard on my content and I need you as my audience. I'll see you again soon for another adventure. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.